If you're confused about what exercises you should be doing in midlife, you've come to the right place. Today, we will unpack cardio versus strength training. Welcome to Boom 50 Fitness, your channel for all things health and fitness in your 50s and beyond. My name's Regan, and today we are going to unpack cardio and strength training. When you were a young adult, did you learn that cardiovascular exercise was everything? We were told that it would help burn calories, and if we wanted muscle tone, it would help with that too. And if you wanted to lose fat, cardiovascular exercise was your ticket to do that. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you may know that I used to be a cardio queen. My degree's in exercise physiology, and when I was in college, I got certified as an aerobics instructor. I have taught everything from floor aerobics to step aerobics to kickboxing to spin and everything in between. I absolutely loved it. And I still love it. I just teach different types of classes now. Teaching group fitness classes has been a passion of mine since my early 20s. And one of the reasons cardiovascular exercise was so popular is because we were taught that the more calories you burned, the more fat you would lose. Burning calories was the key. And what we really know now is all calories are just not the same. I've said this before in other videos, exercise is stress. So every single time you exercise, you're putting stress on the body. So when we're in midlife, we're in a more volatile state. And because of the hormonal changes going on in our bodies, we just don't handle stress the same way we used to. When estrogen goes down, cortisol starts to go up, and that is the stress hormone. So midlife cardio queens, I'm talking to you. Now is the time to scale back a little bit and add strength training into your workout. I'm not telling you to give up that HIIT style workout that you love or your favorite spin class or going out on a long run. I'm just saying now is the time to scale back a little bit on either the frequency or the duration. Your body wants to move, so keep it in motion. Set a timer on your watch so that every half hour you get up and you move your body. And that will be way more beneficial than taking a 45-minute HIIT class and then sitting at your desk all day. We do know now that a HIIT style workout, high intensity interval training with a combination of cardio and strength will burn fat for an extended period of time post-workout. So like I said earlier, it's just a little bit better to scale back on the high stress workouts and amp up the walking and just the moving around in general. Our lives are stressful enough, and in midlife you could be dealing with aging parents, sending your kids off to school, figuring out when you're going to be able to retire. Lots of stuff coming at you all at once. So when you're under stress, your body will start to hold on to fat. So that should be reason enough to scale back a little bit. So it basically just comes down to not raising the cortisol levels up too much. I know some of you out there are thinking, wait, but I exercise to keep my stress levels down. When I go to that HIIT style workout or I go for a long run, my endorphins go up and I feel really, really good. Well, I want you to keep feeling good, but again, just a little bit of a scale back. That's all you need. And definitely a little bit more rest than you've given yourself in the past. So I was already in my 50s when I started to scale back because I was noticing during my workouts that I just wasn't feeling as strong as I used to. So if you're wondering how I have scaled back, one thing that's made a huge difference for me is I'll work out 2 days in a row and then I'll take 1 day off, and then I'll be back to 2 days and then I take 1 day off. I walk on all the days, but the days that I work out, I might add like 10 or 15 minutes on the bike, or maybe I'm on a treadmill walking on an incline, or just something else to get my heart rate up a little bit. But I'll tell you what, the days off have made a huge difference in how I feel when I'm working out again. Let's start to talk about strength training, because even though cardio will burn more calories in the moment, it's the strength training that will continue burning the calories throughout the day. The stronger you are, the more you will burn calories just at rest. And why is that? Well, when you do a strength training workout, your body has to work really hard to repair itself, and that is calorie burning in itself. And if we think back to that old school way we were taught, we thought that cardio was the way to look more toned. And now we know that's not the case. Toning and definition requires muscle. There's no way around it. And maybe you're just thinking, well, I want to lose the fat so you can see the muscle. I don't want to bulk up. Well, I hate to tell you this, but over 40, over 50, that's just not going to happen. Maybe in your 20s and your 30s and even into your mid 40s, you did more cardio and then you looked more toned. Well, I'm here to tell you that that ship has sailed. So just think of it like this. Tone in definition comes from lean muscle. So that's why we want to encourage calorie burn around the clock, not just when we're doing our cardiovascular exercise, but after our strength training workouts. Lean muscle mass is not synonymous with bulking up. So take that out of the equation. So think of it this way, the more lean muscle you have, the smaller you're gonna be in size. Your clothes are going to start feeling a little bit different. They're not gonna be quite as tight in the waist. And that is the best way to determine your body composition. So right now, in this stage of our lives, we want to do everything possible to preserve the lean muscle that we already have. And that will help preserve our strength, our stamina, and our endurance. And all of those will help with your energy levels throughout the day. But don't think that more strength training on top of what you already do is the key, because you can overdo the strength training and your body really needs those rest days. So you have to have some rest days in between. And on those rest days, you can do some sort of functional exercise like walking and just moving around a lot. Or some sort of yoga or balance training would be ideal on those days off. So if you're hoping to speed up that metabolism that you feel like has just slowed way down, the strength training will be your best friend. So simply put, you will burn more calories during cardio than you will during a strength training session, but during that strength training session, you will continue to burn calories throughout the day. So it may just be a little bit, but it's for a longer period of time. You can burn calories up to 48 hours after the end of your strength training workout. All right, so if you wanted an answer on cardio versus strength, if you're in midlife, always go for the strength first. You need a little bit of both, but if you only have 20 minutes, get a quick strength training workout in, and then you can squeeze in a walk later on. So let's get the strength training in 2 to 3 times a week, move a lot, keep the cortisol levels down, and your metabolism is gonna go up. Lean muscle, baby, that's the way we want it. I hope you loved this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. My name's Regan, this is Boom 50 Fitness. I'll see you next Thursday.